right, what's going on? Hello out there, YouTube. It is D Dunn here, and as the title indicates, we are battling for last place in the NFL, baby. Let's go. So after actually a pretty good start to the season, I think we were like 2-1. We have gone on to lose 6 games in a row, and it's not good. We did make one positive move, which I actually feel pretty good about. If you watch the last episode, you will see we signed Kinye Nwangu. I have really struggled to pronounce his name, and I apologize for that. It's not intentional, uh, so I just try to call him Kinye. But I really felt like we needed some more explosiveness out of the backfield. So we went out and we signed him, and he's been pretty good. His stats are a little bit better, I think, than Devin Singletary's. I hope they are. We can actually, I guess, look at that. Um, but that's really the only like roster moves that we've made. And so we'll take a look here. We are actually first in the NFL in passing, but please do not read into that too much. A lot of that just has to do with the fact that when we first started the series, we were on like 8-minute quarters, I think, with no time runoff. And so as a result, we just had what in the NFL would be a standard number of plays, but here in Madden results in a ridiculous amount of offense. So we've tuned it down, both in time, length of quarters, and also with play clock runoff. And now we're getting much more accurate or realistic, I guess, results statistically. So Denny Dimes, he doesn't look. He's pretty bad. 17 picks, only 58% completion percentage is not ideal. But again, because of just the way we had the time set up, we have a bunch of touchdowns, we have a bunch of yards. One concerning fact is that we lead the league in sacks by a very large margin. Our offensive line has been terrible. Along with that, that goes also with our with our running game, which, as you can see, apparently I'm an idiot because Devin Singletary is averaging 5.8 yards a carry, which I don't understand because there hasn't been a single game where we've averaged like 5 yards a carry. So, shit, I have no answer, but at the very least, we have some big playability. Daniel Jones can run the ball, and so he does. He does have some pretty good rushing stats for a quarterback. I think last time we checked, he was number 2 in the league for quarterback rushing. And then, of course, the big breakout star for us, Malik Neighbors, our rookie wide receiver. Kind of similar, with Daniel Jones. The reason why he has so many yards and touchdowns is just because of the time in game. But even after we've made the adjustments, he's still averaging close to 150 yards a game, and we have seen even in the reduced timed quarters that he's very capable of having 200-yard receiving games. Darius Slayton's been nice, and then Theo Johnson has been pretty good as a wide receiver. He does. I don't think it actually shows drops here, but he does drop the ball pretty consistently. But that's Malik Neighbors has pretty much been our entire offense. And then as you can see here, our tackles are giving up sacks left and right, and our interior line as well. Defensively, we have some bright spots, but we've also had some issues just because the way that progressive fatigue has been implemented and implemented poorly. We've just had to turn off fatigue because basically our entire defensive starting line, and we got a little bit later, like even some wide receivers and stuff, are getting substituted out and not substituted back in. And this is like 3-4 games into the season. So you can imagine how frustrating that is when you're 4 games into the season and your starter's like, you know what, coach, I can't come into the game. I'm too tired. So we basically just had to turn off fatigue. Not basically, we just had to turn off fatigue. But Isaiah Simmons has been nice. We re-signed him to an extension. 78 total tackles, 10 TFLs, and 3 picks. Okereke has been equally as good as well. So our 2 middle linebackers and our 3-4 have been quite good. On the back end, our when your safeties have a lot of tackles, it's actually not a good thing. It means that the offense that you're playing against is completing a lot of passes, and that is what we were seeing. Everyone passes against us. Not many people even try to run. When they do, we actually are pretty strong against the run, maybe predominantly because of Dexter Lawrence, and he has a dominant presence inside. 14 TFLs, as you can see there, 2.5 sacks. And then Ojulari has been really good. He was one of the victims. We have him starting at left end, and he was one of the victims of the fatigue issues. And so there was like 3 games where he got no playing time, but still leads the league or is in like the top 10 in the league in TFLs and sacks. And then he got injured. So, but very long, very long introduction here. But I'm ready to hop into a game. We are taking our team to Carolina, and we are going to try to beat a team that should be as bad as us. So we'll do our weekly strategy and our drills and all that. Now, I don't think that Bryce Young's going to be the issue here. And it probably won't be the run either. But I am far less concerned about the passing game. When we played, so we'll just go defend the run. And then offensively, what do they got? Right end, Derek Brown. I don't know what the rest of their line looks like because I don't know, I think, any players right now for the Carolina Panthers. So let's try and run inside. That's fine. And then we are focusing Kayvon Thibodeau, Evan Neal, and Deion Banks. Banks, for whatever reason, like still has not gotten an upgrade, and I don't know why. At least it's been a long time, and we've had him as a focus player now for 9 weeks. I don't really know why, but is what it is. But let's hop in here. Let's try and see if we can get Evan Neal to learn how to block a defensive lineman. That would be ideal because that is why we are paying him millions of dollars. So, all in all, the season's going pretty much how I expected. And we're really seeing the limitations of Daniel Jones in the passing game, especially the last few games. He's had some good games. I mean, the first game of the season, he had 5 touchdowns to no interceptions. But since then, has been pretty bad. His second game of the year, we threw 6 picks, which is obviously not what you want out of your starting quarterback. Son of a bitch. And the biggest thing is his arm strength. He only has 87 throw power, and so there's some balls that an NFL QB needs to make, some passes that they need to be able to make thrown into tight windows, and he cannot do it. And I think that's also part of the reason why we have so many sacks is because there's instances where we see, a receiver that for other quarterbacks would be open, but for us, it's just not. And so as opposed to, just straight up giving the ball away, we end up eating a sack, and we just kind of have to live with that. So that's part of it as well. But we have two quarterbacks in the draft that look particularly appealing. One is a scrambling type from Fresno State, and the other one is a strong-armed archetype. I want to say maybe Penn State. I know there was one player we looked at that looked enticing from Penn State, but at this point, at this rate, we're definitely going to have a top 5 pick in the draft. At least it does seem that way. But the troubling part, we got to obviously have a good quarterback to be successful in this league. And we have seen Daniel Jones have his moments, But really, the big letdown has just been our defense. Our defense has been abysmal, at least against the pass. We are actually getting a fair amount of turnovers, picks, and forced fumbles. Forced fumbles a little bit, more scarce than the interceptions. But we've had multiple interception games for our defense, which is, that's encouraging. We get pressure and sacks with our defensive line, but in coverage we really, really struggle. So I'm not sure. We might need to get a corner, and then we really need to upgrade. Goodness. I guess we'll just go with scheme fit and hope we get some upgrades. Man coverage goes up by 1, zone by 1, so that's fine. But coverage has been bad, and what are you going to do? So we could look to upgrade at corner. We could look to try and upgrade interior line, offensive line, and really, honestly, like with Evan Neal, he's in the low 70s. Overall, we could even maybe go tackle, which I think is a strength of the class. Interior line, I think, is not, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, we still have, almost half a season to go. So, but we also need a strong defensive end, and there is a power right end that looks like he could be pretty good. He's not much of an athlete, but that's kind of okay in a 3-4. You don't necessarily need your ends to be super fast. So we can take a look, at the college players after this game. But here we go, fighting for our lives against Carolina, who, despite winning 2 games last year, has already beaten that total, and they are a higher overall than us. So we'll see. I would like to think that this is going to be a very competitive game, and this stadium is really nice. Uh-oh. Couple broken tackles on the return. And we're going to see the short king himself, Bryce Young. I'm sure we're about to see his stats. 1,400 yards, a little bit over 50% completion percentage, and 13 touchdowns, 8 picks. So, kind of similar to Daniel Jones, in terms of touchdown to interception ratio, completion percentage, so on and so forth. Bryce Young almost rolls out into a sack. Kayvon Thibodeau was there, but kind of getting pushed to the ground. And head coach Jeff Saturday, he's made it known that his intention on defense is to work towards, a really strong man blitz, 3-4. So applying a lot of pressure, leaving our corners on man, in man coverage. And, fumble on the play. Looks like Carolina recovers, but that is going to be a stop for our defense, which kind of rare. But all in all, I actually feel relatively good about the future of the team, right? We have some really good pieces on the defensive line. We have some good young pieces in our linebacking core. We have one really good young corner. We have okay running backs. We have a lot of, maybe not a lot. A lot might be a stretch, but we have potential. We have potential. What did we say? We were going to run the ball inside, I think was the game plan. Daniel Jones winding up to throw it, but unfortunately he is taken down. That's kind of what I'm talking about. We had some time there, but not like a ton of time. And there's Kenye bobbing and weaving and picking up a gain of 15 on his first attempt. And if we could establish a consistent run game, I think we would be in a much better spot. I mean, that goes without saying. If you can run the ball, you'd like to think you can be a little bit more successful. It's Wan'Dale Robinson with a nice gain there. We're up to the 50-yard line. Kenye cutting it upfield to the outside, and this is why we signed him. The man is free, and that is a touchdown. And a long one. That is exactly why we went out and signed Kenye Nwangwu. Because of that, I think it's 94 speed, 96 acceleration, or vice versa, 96 speed, 94 acceleration. He has that home run ability that Devin Singletary does not. And also, field goals are kind of hard this year. Maybe I just suck. That very well could be it. Oh, no. Our season's over. We're done. Malik Neighbors has broken ribs. He's going to be out for weeks. And that is actually a disaster. He is by far and away our biggest contributor on offense. We might be in some trouble. Obviously, it's, next man up. We might have to really rely on that run game. Darius Slayton certainly has some speed, and we will look to use him accordingly. But, in fact, he actually is faster than Malik Neighbors. But we just haven't seen him be able to utilize that speed as much as Neighbors has. So, heartbreaking injury. Hopefully, maybe it's just like 2-3 weeks. Maybe they just wrap him up and shoot him full of drugs and he's able to come back in a few weeks. But I'm guessing it's going to be, a 5-6 week injury. So, I try to limit my cursing, even though in real life I tend to curse a lot, but shit. I think shit is an appropriate word to use in this situation. And what is normally a very good rushing defense is kind of getting gassed right now. And I think we even had defending the out. Maybe it's because we did outside run and they're running it inside. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I think Madden is much improved this year over last year. But those pre-game game plan things, like the plus and minuses, are so stupid. When you go into a game, you're not going to say, you know what, we're going to really focus on stopping a stretch play, like a zone stretch run. And by doing that, that means that you're going to automatically suck up the middle. That's just not how an NFL defense works. But we force a fumble there. Excuse me. Recovered by Okereke. Oh, they're hype. And like I said, heading this game, that is one bright spot about our defense. Oh, they're going to review. Yeah, that's not going to be a turnover. Dang it. We'll take one look, but I think, yeah, knees down. It looks like he still has control. I don't think that's a fumble. But anyway, that is like one thing that just it irritates me. Maybe you could argue in the passing game, you might see that because, you know, if you're focusing on stopping a particular wide receiver, you know, that would mean, oh, this other wide receiver is going to get open more often. I definitely understand that. But they're not like, no defensive coordinator is having to choose between stopping outside runs and inside runs. They're talking about, you know, maybe different zone blitz schemes or like run blitz schemes, maybe like, you know, bringing a safety into the box, stuff like that, maybe even both safeties into the box. You know, tackling drills. You know, I could see something in the ballpark of like, we're focusing on the run, so you get, you know, a bonus to tackling against running backs, but maybe against wide receivers you don't tackle so well, or something to that effect. So anyway, a little 13-minute tangent there for you guys to enjoy. Pretty much the best commentator in the Madden game. Come at me, Bengal. But looks like Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be our slot receiver, and he's wide open down the seam. Unbelievable. Maybe Wan'Dale Robinson is that guy. Spoiler alert, he's not. But, you know, he's an option. And it looks like he's at least going to step into the role and do his best to fill it, as that's the end of the first quarter. And we have a pretty competitive ball game here. We're going to have to try to figure out how to shore up the inside of our defensive line, because we're getting cooked right now. But we're closing in on the red zone. So prime opportunity here for us to throw an interception. As the field shrinks, the windows get tighter. But I think we're really going to have to focus, knowing the weaknesses of our team, just really focusing on the short passing game. And we had Square over the middle, and we just could not get to him because the route was really stupid, and we dink it. I'm telling you, there's something about this kick meter that just doesn't feel right, because, let's be honest, it shouldn't be that hard. And I'm not that bad at video games that I should be missing by that much, so I'm not sure. Oh, and Thibodeau with some great pressure there, and Okereke flying in up the middle to take down Bryce Young. He tries to scramble all to the right side. Thibodeau's there, pushes him back in, and then Okereke comes flying in on the blitz and gets a sack. So I'm saying we have the ability to generate pressure when we blitz, but just not good in coverage. Not bad there, as we are just trying to kind of sit back in zone, just kind of keep him in front of us. We're going to pass commit here, of course, showing blitz, and it's going to be a screen. Pass is just out of the reach of the running back, and Thibodeau is really causing some disruption over there. Would like to have him in his traditional linebacker role, but he's filling in for the injured Azeez Ojulari. I think We will attempt to play action. Again, this plays kind of take a while to develop. My God, Slayton's wide open. And he's uncatchable. Another huge play for the Giants offense. And a one-play drive. And this is something you actually don't necessarily see too often, but I just want to highlight this. The play action working to perfection. As we see here, defender crashing in, Daniel Jones taking a couple steps out of the way, and then delivering a strike down the field to Slayton. And he just outruns the defender. Brendan Ellis will play a game of Madden. I appreciate the offer, but I'm just going to kind of focus on franchise. Don't usually, play online very much, but if you want to shoot me a friend invite, I'd be happy to accept it and maybe a different time, but not right now. So good drive there, and we have an early lead, which is something we have not had much of in this franchise thus far. They have been very effective running the football inside, so we will see if that continues. We are going to continue to run blitz, because I don't think that Bryce Young has it in him to carry this offense by himself. And although he's not a rookie anymore, you would think that if we can't apply pressure, he's going to make some bad decisions. Maybe we produce some errant throws. And it's going to be another run inside, executed to perfection. Apparently, so this is the thing, right? We say we're going to try to defend the outside run, and all of a sudden, one of the best defensive tackles in the league just becomes really bad at football. It's a little silly. We're going to bring heavy pressure here. Thank goodness that, who was that? Sanders, the tight end, fell there, because if he would have stayed on his feet, he could have been gone. Another 3 tight end set. We're going to press and shade inside. Wow, we were there, but the running back just shrugs off the tackle, and no one is there behind him. And Jonathan Brooks with a big rushing touchdown of his own. And now here is another thing. This was my logic why I chose outside zone, or why I defended the outside run, is because you would think forcing them inside, there's enough bodies there, but in Madden land, your best players just all of a sudden become bad. I would just rather pick no plan. Like, can we just have no plan? It's pretty stupid, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. Not really. I'll let it go. But I think I've made my point. But Ngagwu, Kenye, off to a good start in this game. We have 3 minutes. So I think best case scenario here, I mean, we had the tight end wide open, but right as we go to throw, we are sacked. Feels good. And we got Kenye on the run, down the sideline, no one in sight. The 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And that is another huge play from our free agent running back. been with the team to now a few weeks and making a big impact here. Both running the ball and here receiving. That is a huge play. And again, mentioned it the first time, but that is exactly why we went out and signed him, is for that big playability. He has really good top end speed, and he showed it off there. And that is, I think he's probably going to be close to 200 total yards of offense. And we have a defender down. Who is that? Fox? Our backup, I think, right outside linebacker, walking gingerly to the sideline. Now we're getting close to the 2 minutes, so you would think Carolina would probably shy away from the run in this spot, although it has been incredibly effective. And we have pressure on Bryce Young again. He spins out of it and throws it away. Yep. Fox with a foot contusion. I guess we will substitute Basham, who is a higher overall anyway, so that's good. Maybe a net positive. I think we'll pass commit here. 2nd down and 10. 2-minute warning on the horizon. And we are there. As a short gain of 3 on the pass. That was a really, I don't know, some sort of throw from Bryce Young. You would expect the ball to come out with a little bit more zip there. But we'll make the tackle and shut that one down in the flat. And we'll see what Carolina wants to do here. 2 minutes. They're down by 7. I can't imagine that they would be particularly conservative, but they really haven't tried to stretch the field at all. And tight end again on the catch, wide open underneath. And are we not running cover 2? Should we not have? We were running cover 2, but maybe someone blew their assignment. Absolutely no one in the flat there. Try man. And Patrick is immediately beat on the inside. And it might be that, you know, as our... Oh, huge play by Dexter Lawrence. Carolina calls a timeout. And Bryce Young is sacked immediately. Huge pressure from our star defensive tackle. Oh my gosh, you got to be there. Bad angle. Oh my God. The linebackers look like they're running through quicksand. I'm going to need to see a little bit more effort than that. Okay, get in there. It's his 5th tackle on the day. Shuts it down quickly, but I need you to be better in coverage, my guy. We're going to try and turn up the heat. You know, less of the field to cover. And Dexter Lawrence was in there closing in on Bryce Young. And that may have been what caused the errant throw. I think we're going to go back to it. Again, pressing and shading inside, looking to stop like a quick slant. And we get beat. Deontay Johnson wide open in the end zone. Absolutely cooked by Flott on the outside. And he's really been, unfortunately, kind of a big letdown. Banks, our rookie corner, has actually been really good. Started off the year with like 3 picks in his first 4 games, I think. Since then, hasn't really done much. But at least in terms of forcing turnovers, but has been decent in coverage, at least, for a rookie. Slayton, stiff arming up to the 39-yard line. Huge return. We only have 30. Let it, yeah, you fucking tell him. Let him know. He said, sit down. What a little child, number 26, coming out here to tackle Darius Slayton. No, sir. No, sir. And Daniel Jones on the back of that 66-yard touchdown in our last offensive possession. Now here we have 3 timeouts in 30 seconds to get 39 yards. It looks like Slayton's going to be uncovered in the slot, but the safety's there. We're going to go short over the middle. We have timeouts. We'll call our first one here. I mean, that was like a 12-yard gain. Do that just a couple more times and we're in the end zone. I like this flood concept. It does worry me throwing a deep out with Diablo Dimes here as noodle arm, and we also know we're not going to have a lot of time. So we have to make a quick pass, but we're also trying to get chunk plays. It's difficult. But 1 timeout remaining. We're on the 15-yard line, so we're close enough where we can just start taking shots to the end zone. We're going to audible out of the play action here. And I'm looking at Bellinger. He's wide open. We're going to try and throw it out there. The safety's lost in the sauce. Can't make the play in time. And Bellinger is there. Hold on to your butts. We are going into halftime with a lead. Yes. Beautifully executed drive. Excellent time clock management. And I can't imagine that Carolina is going to score, but oh shit, maybe they will. All right, we do manage to stop the returner. And we are going to play off coverage, quarters. Pass commit. Just don't get beat over the top. Okay. 9-yard gain to start it off. That's fine. Forces Carolina to burn another timeout. Oh, felt like we had a chance at an interception there, but doesn't matter. The pass is caught, but that's the end of the half. We're going to go into the halftime with a touchdown lead, and I think we get the ball at halftime as well. Watch out. We might go from... All right, I think we're going to stick with run inside. That's been effective. And defensively, I'm going to select defend the inside run, which worries me because that means they'll probably just run it to the outside, and we'll get cooked there. But Darius, that last drive set up by the huge return by Slayton, and he's got another good one there. Cutting and juking, dicing up the return defense. And you see there, Kinye and Wangu with a stellar first half. This one to Robinson the second, not Wandale Robinson, but and he's not very fast. He's kind of old now, but the big guy does get a gain of 5. Take that. Oh man, they are just begging for us to run outside. But you know what? Our game plan is inside run, and that is exactly what we're going to do. And wow, we have some really good blocking. Kinye just bouncing off tackles. And I mean, he's putting together a big day. Closing in on 100 yards on the ground and 60-something receiving. I would love for this to be a breakout game for him. He's 26, so he's relatively young. You know, we have some time to develop him. Oh my God, we're on the move. We're just going to run with Danny Dimes. We got a pretty nice block up the field by Bellinger. And physics were hard here as our elite world top tier athletes just run into each other and can't figure out how to get off of the blocks. Ooh, wow, we actually had, well, that's bad on my part. I kind of gave up on this because they were bumping into each other, and typically that means that that the play is going to be really ineffective. However, Slayton was wide open there. We still get the first down on the scamper by Daniel Jones. And we're going to continue to pound the rock as Wandale Robinson just completely whiffs on the block. Show you again. So, I mean, the linebacker is standing right in front of him, and he's going to just sprint past him. Go right for the safety. Not the best blocking there. That's okay. Not every play is going to be successful. We had Bellinger open in the flat, but we're hit as we throw. Now facing 3rd and 9. We're going to get Slayton on a post over the middle. It's not there. We're going to try and squeeze that in, and it's picked. And those are the kind of throws I'm talking about. Clavon Chase on there. I'll take a look again. So Bellinger, number 47 there. I mean, look at that hole. Look at the hole. There absolutely is space. We could have also gone to, is that Slayton? Yeah, we could have also gone to Slayton there. But there was a hole there, but by the time Daniel Jones gets rid of it, it is too late. And Sanders continuing to pick us apart. He has been really good in the pass game. I think we're going to have to move to zone. I would rather, of course, man blitz, but it just has not been very effective. We plug up Brooks there. And I said we're gonna, but no, we're gonna press man blitz. I am addicted to it. And it's gonna be a handoff to the inside. Thibodeau is there. and the running back is swallowed up quickly. 3rd and 9. We're going to be in cover 2. And let's see what we can do. Oh, Thibodeau. He had the end beat. Had the defensive end beat off the edge, but Bryce Young able to get rid of it quickly enough. And see, we have to be at least closer. Like, we're close. That's why I call man. I mean, if we get beat, we get beat, but at least the guy's close enough to make a tackle, or at least hopefully make a play on the ball. I mean, how that got completed, I'm not sure. And Riley is down. Another defensive line injury for us. He's like our backup defensive end. We're getting pretty thin there. So we're struggling in man, we're struggling in zone. But at least when we man blitz, hopefully we get pressure. I don't know. We could try and work like that bend but don't break kind of policy. Just sit back in zone, keep everything in front of us. But that's boring as hell. We're gonna send heat. It's gonna be a run up the middle. We're all over it. Not because we're good, but because we just selected that that's what we were going to be good at. All right. They're going to go with another heavy set, 2 tight end, 2 running back look. So you know what that means. We're blitzing, baby. Let's go. See something from Thibodeau. It's going to be a play action. I mean, the defender's there. He's all over that. But that's flawed. He is absolutely a liability in coverage. He never turns around to look at the ball. Just no awareness. Another run. And we have been much better against the run in this half than last. We've seen really no gain. And we're hoping that the Daniel Jones turnover doesn't come back to bite us. But it's not looking promising so far. We'll see if they stick with running. And Thibodeau. He shed his block, but he shed on the inside. Gave up outside contain. And that is a touchdown for, what's the running back, Foster? Just walks in. Tie ball game. We are trying so hard to throw it. And Slayton has been absolutely electric in the return game today. A number of big returns. And there you see the 1 reception for 78 yards and a touchdown. I mean, if we hand it off, Daniel Jones can't throw a pick. So that is exactly what we will do to start off this drive. Another broken tackle by Kenya. He has just been kind of a force to be reckoned with. We had an offensive lineman limping off, it looked like. Good throw and catch there. Quick little drag across the middle. And we really haven't even looked deep with the absence of Malik Neighbors. We may have single high safety coverage over the top here. So this might be a shot to Slayton. We're going to give him a chance. Just not enough under that ball. It's a foot sprain for Runyon. We're going to have to go to a backup. So our already untalented line is going to get even more so. Carolina sends a blitz there. We run right into it. And that's no gain. Big third down here for the G-men. And we're sacked. I mean, I was pushing a button to throw. Both our tight end and our running back were wide open. I had the button pushed down, but Daniel Jones sacked immediately. Looks like it's going to be a good punt. And it's actually returned. Most of the time when that happens, the returner, when he tries to plant, steps out of bounds, but looks like that's going to be a gain of about 10 right there. As we see Jonathan Brooks walk into the end zone. It's tie ball game with 5 minutes left. Carolina has a chance to potentially seal the game with a score here. And we just have no one close in zone. Really don't know what kind of defense to try and implement here. Oh, wow. Our DB gets absolutely just, I mean, looks like he's on a Gordon Ramsay show because he is cooked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Slayton again with a big return. Trying to single-handedly keep us in the game. I mean, I would be excited, really, really excited, if we could see him show up in the passing game. He's got a step. We're going to throw it up. Was that tipped? Did he drop it? I really couldn't see. But we had one-on-one over the top. Not the worst located ball, at least in terms of, I mean, it's not so far in that the safety can there, but again, just, I mean, cannot, like, you got to throw it, you got to lead the receiver. And I don't know if that's a throw power issue or an accuracy issue, but we're trying to stretch the field. We've thrown a couple deep balls, but just nothing there. Kenye fights for it for 5. It's going to be third down and manageable. I mean, once again, Slayton uncovered. We're going to give him another chance. This looks like a much better ball, and it is! Slayton stepping up when Malik Neighbors is down, we get a much better ball from Daniel Jones out in front of Slayton. And just a drop in the bucket in the end zone. And we're back to a tie ball game. All right, it's getting down to crunch time. Our defense really needs to make a stop. A turnover would be huge. But, you know, we have multiple injuries on the defensive line. I feel like we're just going to need an individual effort from someone. And we're just, I don't know. We're just not there. Trying to mix it up, you know, with different coverages, but nothing really seems to be particularly effective. We're down to 2.5 minutes in the game. Great play by Thibodeau. Sheds the right tackle and stops Foster for only a gain of 1. And again, like, we are just not reacting to those underneath throws in near enough time. They may only throw it for 5 yards, but they're gaining another 10 in rack. Oh, even there, wow. That's actually good. That's actually great coverage. He is draped all over the wide receiver there. That's just a better catch, honestly. And I'm looking for maybe, you know, like a nickel or a dime look here. But defensive coordinator only wants our base 3-4. And they're going to run. We stop Foster again. And they could be looking to just kind of burn some time. Only 1:40 left. They are in field goal range. But a field goal for them still gives us a chance to win. And this is a massive, massive third down. And they're actually going to hand it off. We pass commit. And Carolina just runs easily for the first down. Why run there? I mean, it works. It doesn't make any sense. And we're going to have to call a timeout now. Like, the game was not close, like, time-wise, they're not in a position to just end it on the last second with a field goal. So they were happy to run the ball on 3rd and long. kick a field goal and give us like almost 2 minutes to score. It doesn't make any sense. But I guess their offensive coordinators over there playing 3D chess, because we thought for sure they were going to pass, so we pass committed. They run. No one makes the play. And we're going to have 53 seconds, or a little less than that, after this return. And no timeouts to try to get into field goal range. We're trying to get Ngagwe on a... That's all the farther? Okay. Oh my God, Ngagwe. So open. Can Daniel Jones get the ball there? No! Oh! So open. We just don't get enough air under the throw. The defenders recover. Get Robinson on the post. Slayton on a streak is fine. And we'll leave Singletary in the block. Daniel Jones hit as he throws. We had one-on-one with Slayton. Oh, we are just trying to throw this game. You know, one good ball from Daniel Jones, and we got to run, and we're going to be sacked for a huge loss. Tried to outrun the defender there, but no one was getting open. They ran man and had a very effective press. We're just going to have to give him a chance. It's picked. Underthrown by like 10 yards. And we're going to lose our 7th in a row. We had a couple real opportunities there with one-on-one coverage over the top to get a deep ball. I mean, that one throw to Kenye, to our running back, there was not, the corner and the safety were both 20 yards off when we throw that. All he had to do was just lead him downfield. But he underthrows it. And, our offensive line let us down. We get hit as we throw. Our receivers can't get off the press. And defensive line comes through and puts pressure on us for a huge sack. I mean, Bryce Young completing 87% of his passes is kind of insane. Daniel Jones, 10 of 19 for 300. 4 touchdowns, but 2 picks. And towards the end, we really didn't have an option to run the ball. Only 6 attempts by Kenye oh my God. Only 6 rushing attempts by Kenye Ninwangwu. Kenye. So, huge day for him. Of course, 50 of that came on one play. Receiving, Darius Slayton had, a huge gain, as well as Kenye. 1 reception for 78 yards and a touchdown. Blocking, I guess, better, only 2 sacks, but they also had a number of pressures, which I don't think it actually tracks that here in the game. Yeah, it doesn't have like QB pressures. But there was a lot of them. Okereke led the way with 13 total tackles, 3 TFLs and a sack. TFL for Darnay Holmes and Pinnock. Dexter Lawrence. But another really frustrating game where we had our opportunities. We just could not make the most of them. Again, defense carved up through the air. And we got to figure something. We got to figure something out. Kenye with his first upgrade here. 94 speed, 96 acceleration, 83 change of direction. I mean, if we had this guy and he was 3 years younger, he would likely be our running back of the future. He goes up to a 69 overall. Nice. +1 to carry, +3 to juke move, which is now up to an 80. So only 71 break tackle, but I feel like he plays way higher than that. He was just bouncing off tackles. So we're going to go to the bye week here at 2-8. All right. How are we looking on our on injuries? I know we've had a number of them. Looks like we have most everyone back. So Malik Neighbors had broken ribs, but is not listed on the injury report, so I'm assuming that he is already back. We're going to get Ojulari back next week, and assuming no one gets injured in practice, we are going to have a full healthy roster. Looking at our team rankings here, we are 6th in offensive points per game, 2nd in offensive pass yards, only 24th in rush yards, and defensively, we are last in pass yards per game, giving up over 300 yards per game, last in defensive points per game, giving up 34 points, and 87 yards per game on the ground. That is so tough. So tough. But let's look at mock draft number 2. We talked about looking at the draft, what our prospects might be, and the NFL draft experts, have us picking top 5 projected QB Gio Reese. Now, this is someone where I don't actually think he would be our best option here. 6'2", 226 from Florida State. Says he has beautiful spiral, but feels non-existent pressure. That's not good, so he feels pressure when it's not there. But does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. I feel like those kind of conflict. Plays well within and outside of the pocket, and elongated motion with a quick release. That also feels like contrary. Elongated motion, so a long motion, but with a quick release. I don't know what that means. He's not much of an athlete. He has good to great change of direction, which is nice, but poor to marginal speed, solid strength, and solid to good throw power. But he has B awareness and A medium accuracy. So I imagine he probably has really good medium and short throw accuracy, some good awareness, and probably good throw under pressure, but probably doesn't have that strong of an arm. And he's not much of an athlete, so not exactly who I would pick. Where do they have the other running back or the other wide receivers going? That's what I want to know. Where is the mock draft? Here we go. So they have us picking, and they have BJ Stump going number 1. Now we need a corner. Hold on one. I had to get onto my dog. Yesterday, midstream, the mailman comes, drops off the mail, and in my office, the guest bed is sitting like right in front of the window. So he jumps on the guest bed, is all up in the window, and ends up pulling the curtains down on himself. But anyway, so we know we need a lot of help against the pass. And we have a 6'2" corner here with good to great strength, great to elite speed and jumping, good agility, B zone coverage, but is a man-to-man archetype, so that would lead me to believe he has probably a man in B zone. He's a great athlete, and I know we need a quarterback, but if we have the number one pick, we also need a defensive end in the worst way because we only have a couple guys that can get pressure. Greg Robinson, 6'6", 272. Not the best athlete, but skill-wise, A, power moves, A, tackle, C, block shedding, C, finesse moves. We have yet to see the rest, but C to A, awareness is very good. B, play rec. Like, either one of these guys would be a great option. And it's very possible that we could pick either one of those and then maybe trade to see if we could get our quarterback. Because, like I said, that top 5 quarterback does not actually look that enticing to me as general manager, head coach, everything. And I'm looking, they don't have another quarterback even going in the first round. So if we look at our prospects here, we'll see if we have any new information. So Foster is the scrambler. We have him 60% scouted. And like I said, from Fresno State, he has a super fast throwing motion, avoids sacks, plays well in and out of the pockets, gets rid of the ball at the first sign of pressure. I mean, good to great throw power, great to elite strength, good to solid speed. Like, so he's definitely an athlete. A, break sack, A, throw under pressure, B, throw on the run, A, short throw accuracy, and B, deep accuracy. So, medium throw accuracy, not great, but, he's kind of an athlete, can break some tackles. And good to great throw power. You would think that that's got to be around 90. So we could get a younger, stronger, faster Daniel Jones, potentially, which doesn't sound great, but I cannot underestimate or understate how much his noodle ass arm bothers me. And then we have Hutchinson, Pat Hutchinson. This is the more prototypical quarterback, 6'6", 233, also pretty young at 22 years of age. He also has a quick, compact throwing motion, so he gets rid of the ball quickly. Great to elite throw power and great to elite strength with A, deep throw accuracy. And when we have 2 really good deep threats and potentially one of the best in Malik Neighbors, like, you gotta think that's our guy, right? Now, in the mock draft, neither one of these guys were listed in the first round, but they are projected to go in the first round. So I don't know, but we're going to have a very interesting draft, and we may sell, like, we may get, sell the farm or whatever the phrase is, to get possibly 2 or even 3 picks in the first round. All right, so it's the bye week. We don't have really anything to do, which kind of surprised me. I figured there would be some sort of, hey, coach, like, let's talk about why we suck so bad sort of press conference moment or something with the players. But we get another week to get some XP for our guys, so we'll take advantage of that. I mean, they're already playing down because of morale. So, we got to be cognizant of that. Anything we can do to boost morale would be huge. And we're going to lose. And try and get this +1 and get back there. We get back in time. Oh my God, we missed that one. Ooh, we get the... Ah! We are so close on some of these. We just can't quite... There we go. There we go. And we end up with silver. That's not bad. I'm happy with silver. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I know we're working on Thibodeau here to try and make him, you know, an elite pass rusher. But by God, we really need some help in coverage. I mean, you got to think, I guess, long term. You know, he blitzes, you know, he's getting after the quarterback a lot via the blitz. I mean, a 3-4 year outside linebackers. I mean, he's kind of playing back and forth at defensive end and outside backer. But either way, he's coming off the edge a lot. So, you know, we have to figure out, do we prioritize his ability to get after the quarterback when he is blitzing, or do we prioritize his ability to be in coverage? I don't know. He is still young, right? He's only 23. And he has star dev, so that helps a lot. Would love to get another upgrade from Banks. I can't remember the last time that we had an upgrade. Like I said, he has been a focus player every single week. So no new injuries, it looks like. Okay. So we should go into next week with a completely healthy roster. And Arizona still has not won their second game. So as of right now, they are the second overall pick. According to that, are we not seeing the whole... Oh, this is only the NFC. Okay. Okay. So in the NFL, where do we stand against teams? Raiders and Cardinals both have 1 win apiece. Kind of crazy. Like, I thought about doing the Cardinals, but I was like, they already have like a, you know, a great young talented quarterback in Kyler Murray. So maybe not as interesting as taking over a team like the, you know, the Raiders or the Giants, but only 1 win apiece for both of them, and then us and the Titans with 2 wins. So as it stands right now, I think we would have the 4th overall pick. Okay. Something to fight for, I guess. All right, defensive coordinator is texting us. Let's see what he has to say. Should probably fire his ass. All right, we need to shift our focus to the Bucks. Yeah, I know. That's who we play next. What do we find through film study? Their wide receiver is better than our starting corner. Good to know. Let's go to the defense about it. I mean, every wide receiver is better than our starting corners. He's like a 79 overall and probably playing down because of morale. All right, let's talk about the Bucks. In film study this morning, we talked about how Mike Evans could cause problems for our corners. What's the plan to deal with that? Great question, Dexter. Like I said, great. We'll focus on that all week. Our defensive tackle is going to coach up our corner. So +5 man coverage, but -5 zone coverage. Okay. But, you know, like coming into this, we established, our new head coach and our new direction. We said we wanted to be a man blitz focused defense. Now's our chance, and this would be huge if Banks can come in and shut down one of the best receivers in the league. So let's do our weekly strategy. All right, I am terrified to choose either of these running options because last week, we chose to defend outside run. They ran inside for like 10 yards a carry. And if I choose inside run and they decide to run the ball outside, we're screwed there too. I mean, Baker's not going to scramble. Do we just defend the short pass? Let's defend the deep pass. Here's my logic. DB run support doesn't matter too much. They shouldn't be making plays in the run game anyway, hopefully. And then in the intermediate pass game, Baker's already terrible, only a 60.3 passer rating medium. So if we give up, the middle of the field, he already kind of sucks there anyway. So let's defend the deep pass. And then offensively, what do we do here? I mean, trying to run inside against Vita Vea is out of the question. We could try running outside. All right, so we haven't really looked at these too much, honestly. So slower DB run support, better deep routes, and spectacular catching, but faster reaction to the medium pass. Okay. Medium is catching traffic, better medium routes, and better release versus press. Faster reaction to the short pass. And then if we go through it short, better short routes and double moves, which we don't have time for. Faster pocket degradation, which we already struggle with. I feel like we either throw it deep or we throw it short, and not much in between. So let's go throw it deep. We already know Daniel Jones is probably going to throw 3 picks anyway. So give it a shot. All right. Let's get our training out of the way. And
half 88.
See what we can do. The Bucks, not an especially talented team. Baker, and this feels really weird to say as a Cleveland Browns fan, but Baker really kind of carried the Bucks last year. They could not run the ball at all, despite having a really talented rookie running back whose name is escaping me at the moment. But they just could not run the ball, and Baker really just carried them. And we might actually have an opportunity at gold here. Oh, we step in Daniel Jones no-no zone, but we still get gold. So at least we have a chance at a Devs trait upgrade, and we don't get it. I have seen it. It happened to me a couple times last year, like in last year's Madden. But yeah, we really got to figure out what we're gonna need to do with these linebackers, because they're gonna be in coverage, and most linebackers are not good in coverage. So do we just focus solely on just like blitzing the hell out of them and making them better pass rushers, right? If they're blitzing, then they're not going to be in coverage. I like that play more. We want to blitz a lot. And so when we blitz, but that means when we blitz, it has to be effective. I mean, I feel like I'm stating the obvious, but I feel like that's also most of what you see in sports commentating. They're like, what we need to do here is score more points than the other team for this team to win. Yeah, that's how it works. That was always the fun thing about listening to John Madden, is he would say the most obvious things and say it in such a ridiculous manner, but somehow he was one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. All right. Let's get our training done and see. Okay, coming into this week, we were injury free. And offensively, who is that? Runyon has turf toe. Oh, right. He had a foot contusion, but he wasn't listed. So this is new, turf toe, so he's out likely for this week. Maybe even a couple weeks. Sometimes turf toe can be a lingering injury. And turf toe as well for Newbin. They're starting free safety. So we'll have a backup right guard, backup free safety. Unfortunate. Offensive line is already a struggle. Deion Banks finally with an upgrade here. And his man coverage with the additional boost this week is up to a 79. And we're going to try and get that even higher. +2 to man. So coming in this game, he's going to have 81 man coverage. And we'll see if he can make the most of that. Wandale Robinson. I mean, he's not really a deep threat. He only has 91 speed. I would like to have like a really good slot receivers, and I feel like he kind of fits that bill. Let's add slot. Awareness, medium, and short route running all goes up. Evan Neal with another upgrade. We will keep focusing on agile. That is the whatever it's called, the scheme fit. So we get lead block, pass block, run block +2, pass block finesse, run block finesse. All of those are things that he needs a lot, especially pass block finesse. That basically means if he faces a left end who has really good finesse moves, he's going to get absolutely cooked. And we see that all the time. John Michael Schmitz Jr. +3 to pass block and +2 to run block. Wait, he has star dev? That's crazy. So yeah, he just can't pass block to save his life. He's actually not bad of a run blocker. So maybe there's actually something there. Maybe we need to focus him as well. But I just want to check the injury report one more time. I'm going to see if that turf toe shows up. Yes. So Newbin and Runyon are out. Can we make any adjustments in the depth chart that might play in our favor? So we will have Marcus McKethan coming in 65 overall. Who's our starting left guard? I don't even know these guys because I didn't think I needed to. Illuminor. Okay. Let's take a look at the ratings. Pass block and run block. We're going to give Joshua Izudu to start in place of the injured Runyon. And then free safety. We got Jalen Mills or Nick McLeod. Where is McLeod in our... So he's our fourth corner. He has a lot more speed. and is about the same in coverage. So if we have two guys that play coverage the same, but one's younger and faster, I feel like we should just go with that, right? So Nick McLeod is going to move in to play free safety today. And then we still have Pinnock at strong safety. And boy, howdy, do we need some morale. All right, so we made some adjustments there. Then let's hop in and see if we can compete with the Bucks. They have some really talented players. We have some talented players too. It's just we cannot put the pieces together. All right. While we watch the players come out of the tunnel and warm up, I am going to run to the restroom, but I will be back very shortly. All right, we're back at MetLife Stadium here in Rutherford, New Jersey. The kick is up, the kick is away, and game number 11 of the 2024 season is underway. Baker Mayfield coming out. Kind of makes you wonder, you know, if maybe the Browns should have stuck with Baker for a couple more years. I mean, we got absolutely fleeced in the Deshaun Watson deal. Oh, get there. Okay. Great play by Okereke. Chasing down the Bucks. Again, I cannot remember his name. But he's a very young, athletic, talented running back that they took in the first round, I guess, 2 years ago now, 1 year ago. And he squirts through there, somehow breaks through the line. Yeah, Rashad White. I mean, if you watch the Bucks play, they would just force feed him the ball because they knew, you know, they know his potential, but they just did not have the blocking. And kind of seeing it there. I mean, he had that one decent run, but 3 for 15 to start the game. And we have him backed up 2nd and 8. I think we're going to press and we're going to blitz. This is what we talked about heading into this game. And I think it's going to be offsides. Probably on Okereke again. I feel like this happens like at least once or every... Yeah, it must be something with that defensive... with that specific play where something happens and he gets bumped and is offsides. Maybe a little glitch from Madden, but... We're sticking with man. And huge play. Blowing up the run. Dexter Lawrence in the backfield immediately. I don't know where we would be against the run without him. We're already not great. We're better than against the pass, that's for sure. And that's probably part of the reason why we are struggling so much against the pass is because We have actually been pretty good against the run. I thought that was going to be a screen, so Thibodeau running out to the flat. But we finally see some good coverage from a linebacker there, Okereke, with a diving swat. And on 3rd and long, we are going to send the house, try and get pressure. It's a screen. Please make that tackle. And Rashad White jukes him out of his shoes, but then ends up stepping out of bounds with Okereke closing in. So we actually had potential to get beat there for a huge gain, but we end up forcing the 4th down. And a pretty bad punt there. We're going to take over on the 28. There's the noodle-armed magician himself, Daniel Dimes, Diablo Jones. I don't know. Whatever name you call him, he sucks. But he's our guy. All right. We're going to start today with a boot. Neighbors is, Jesus Christ. Neighbors should be wide open here, but this is one of those instances where Madden is just going to be Madden sometimes. And so he's off the line. He beats press, but then he just rubs the safety there, the other corner, and then. So I see right here, right? Like he should have inside coverage or inside leverage. He's probably got him beat one-on-one, and also just a tragically underthrown ball. Look where this thing is thrown. Like that was a corner. That was a corner route. Tough. Little mix of getting screwed by Madden and getting screwed by Daniel Jones all in one. A little dump out to the flat. And Okereke is there, flying around the field. It's a loss of 5 on the play. Oh my God. Mike Evans with his first catch for 21 yards. Banks was there. Oh, Flott on the coverage? Well, that explains it. We're going to have to get an upgrade at the other corner. Oh, he's all over it. Atta boy. I think that's Banks, though, right? Because he was on Mike Evans. I love going instant replay to see what happens. Because I just don't know player numbers. Maybe that's a my bad thing. Yep, there's Mike Evans. Oh, and actually Flott is on him. So good coverage by Flott. Actually in position, makes the play. I stand corrected. Still doesn't take away from all the terrible plays he's made previously. We're sending big heat again. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Broken tackle. And I don't know who that is. It's not Mike Evans. Mike Evans is taller. Oh, that's probably Goodwin, right? Yep. Little quick drag, breaks one tackle, and he's off to the races. I mean, we blitzed. We had like six men rushing and just could not get pressure. All right, let's see if the Giants offense can answer. We start off with a run inside. And Kenye breaks through a juke move and a broken tackle. And he's off to another another hot start this week. Not much there on that one. We're going to go empty here. Quick pass to Theo Johnson. Good to have our rookie tight end back. And I actually feel pretty confident running here. Kenye stopped up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
And I think we're going to go for it. What have we got to lose this season? Nothing in this case. We pick up the first down. And maybe that's what we need to do. Just rely on the run game. I mean, it's great when it works. Slayton wide open, huge hit. Devin Singletary in at running back is going to get the carry here. And he's got a big hole. And I did not think we would have much success up the middle with Vita Vea there. But we are actually making some plays. And the first quarter ends with the Tampa Bay up 7-0. I mean, they have everyone up on the line. Slayton wide open, but we can't deliver the ball. Oh, man. That was a touchdown. Go back to the ground, see if we can keep it third and manageable. Flag on the play, likely holding. Yep. Who was that? Andrew Thomas. It's a second down and 19. I'm terrified at the prospect of a long field goal because we're really bad at it. But we're going to get it out to Kenye. He actually scored like a 80-yard field or a touchdown on that last time, or last game, I should say. Quick pass. We actually have some blocks, and Slayton's in for the touchdown. Beautiful blocking downfield by our wide receivers. And Slayton with the short reception, but the rack yardage, that is a thing of beauty. And I know we put as our weekly focus is the deep pass there. But this quick game is getting it done. Roughing the kicker. We'll accept that, obviously. Penalty gets enforced on the kickoff, so this one likely to go through the end zone. Not quite, but caught in the back of the end zone and kneeled down. Yeah, so it was Chris Godwin. Run up the middle, the broken tackle, and that's a pretty big gain of about 15 on the play. Rashad White showing why he was worth the first-round draft pick. Over the middle, that one is caught by Evans. I mean, Flott is on the coverage. Can we coach adjustments? Auto align cornerback matchup by overall. Let's try by overall. That should get Banks on Mike Evans, or at least that's what we would be led to believe by the pregame meeting here. That's a great play by Okereke, knifing into the backfield. I feel like their running game has been really spotty. It's like either a 10-yard gain or a loss of 2. Another good stop there. And we are facing, or we have a 3rd down and 10. We do have the bonus to man. And Mike Evans is wide open. I mean, that's our boy, right? That's Banks. He's got a huge boost to man coverage this game. But, I mean, very difficult to cover Mike Evans in space. And the Bucs do end up converting the first down here. Ooh. Finally, an incomplete pass. Looks like they tried to go to White underneath there, leaking out of the backfield. And, you know, as we're getting close to the red zone here, less space to get beat over the top, we can blitz. And it works to perfection. We get in there and hit Baker. We're going to pass commit here on 3rd and 10. And we're there. That should have been an easy pick for Flott. Instead, he bats it away. But it's better than a completion. And the Bucs will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is up and good. And our defense holds. Our defense holds. We're going to have just a little under 3.5 minutes to hopefully close out this half with a lead. And there is our young rookie stud, Malik Neighbors, leading the league in receiving touchdowns. I think we're actually going to start off on the ground here. Running game has been effective thus far. And if we can get to the edge, we might have something here. We do. We block it really well. Kenye on the run. Huge juke move. Cuts back inside. That's another 10-plus yard game for Kenye. Showing that explosive speed. And we're going to go right back to him. Cuts upfield. Gain of 3. I think we'd be in a good spot for a play action here. I mean, Malik Neighbors uncovered, but Slate, I guess we have to get rid of it sooner, but Jesus Christ, like just, oh. We have so much opportunity there. But immediately following the fake handoff, Daniel Jones is just blasted. We're going to trust Slayton. He ran a decent route. He beat his coverage, but drops the pass. And that is going to be a stop for the Bucs defense here. Tough way to go. We had a huge gain. Stopped by a sack. And followed that up with a dropped pass. I really feel like this year we have beat ourselves more than the other teams have beat us. We're now at the 2-minute warning. We are going to pass commit in this situation. No blitz. And like Flott can just not keep up. Are they going to? What do we? Oh, okay. So they're going to review it. Say maybe he didn't get the catch. I'm not sure. So he's got it right there. It looks like he has 2 feet in. I think that's a catch. And it is. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. Let's get a safety blitz. Why not? Quick pass out to the flat. And we're not even close. Thibodeau, oh my God. Flott is just getting absolutely roasted by Godwin. We're going to have to go by speed. And I don't think there's really much we can do about that, honestly. Like if we go to our cornerbacks here. Yeah, Flott 89 speed. We don't have anyone. I mean, we have, Darnay Holmes with 91 speed. But I don't know. Where is coverage? Here we go. I mean, he's even worse in coverage, though. So, there's just not much we can do. Godwin is just better. And I know that we have the big buff to man coverage for Banks, but, I mean, Chris Godwin is just outrunning Flott in coverage. So we're gonna try zone. And we're getting beat like a drum. Can we press and zone? Does that... I mean, we're in better coverage there. At least it's close. And I'm done with this fiddle faddle. We're blitzing the hell out of them. I mean, we're blitzing. We're shading inside. There's really not much else I think that we can do. Yep. Oh, did he drop that? Did he drop that? So Flott comes in. Certainly would have had the catch, I think, there. 2 feet down. Makes the hit. And, oh, they're just going to say he just didn't have 2 feet down. So Flott maybe actually making somewhat of a play there. No, they are going to challenge it. Okay. Sick. No. Play is not overturned. And we're going to continue to press blitz. We pass commit. And it's a run up the middle. Bucks are going to have a 2-score lead. But we have demonstrated many times our ability to score quickly. Malik Neighbors' slot fade has been, half of our offense this year. Daniel Jones is coming out hyped as hell. And I also came up with a magical scenario in my head, right? So imagine, and I promise you I will never throw games, right? But let's just imagine that we end up getting the number 1 overall pick and we have the Raiders behind us who are desperate for a quarterback. Okay? We could trade the Raiders Daniel Jones and swap the number 1 pick for the number 2 pick so they can get their quarterback, which is likely going to be the top 5 guy that we actually don't like. And maybe we go from 1 overall to 2 overall. I don't know. There's something there. We're just going to have to dump it underneath. Wan'Dale Robinson with a great juke move. It's going to be a gain of a 15 or so. Actually don't quite like this. We're going to put... Why can't I audible? Okay. So we're going to have Neighbors on a post and then Slayton on the fade. Slayton should have this, but we're... Oh my God, dude. Just like a 2-step drop. And he's just hit immediately. Ugh. But this is why I'm like, it's a different kind of frustration. It's just frustration because my team is bad. Whereas in previous years, I would get frustrated because Madden would just have some sort of weird animation that would throw the game for me. But this year, the game is actually much better. The Giants just suck. Especially at blocking. Daniel Jones, honestly feel for him a little bit because he has just been getting pummeled. We're going to have a shot here with our running back. He's pretty fast. Ball's underthrown. If we just can get that ahead of him, Kenya has a huge touchdown. It's going to be 4th down. We took some shots. I think, if our offensive line holds up a little bit better, maybe Daniel Jones can throw a deep ball, not behind a receiver. Like, we definitely have some chances there, but just can't execute when it matters. And with 2 seconds left, the Bucs are going to take a knee and go into halftime with a 10-point lead. All right, so I guess we're going to stick with run inside, and defensively, I mean, we really held them in check for the most part. So let's stick with defending the deep pass. At the very least, just try and prevent them from beating us over the top. I think that is about the best we can expect here. But we're only down 10, so I do want to get back to running the football. It was very effective for us in the first half. And the Bucs might be game planning for that as they stop us quickly. We're going to chuck it deep for Neighbors. He's wide open! Not the best ball as Neighbors has to turn around, but a little bit of a breakdown in coverage. And Malik Neighbors comes open late, but devastating injury there as Evan Neal, our star young right tackle, goes down. Next up is going to be Kajuste, Yadne Kajuste. Okay. 62 overall. Anything good here? He's slow. He has better awareness. And blocking, 62 pass block and 70 run block. That is less than ideal. But coming off the back of a huge gain, Slayton wide open in the slot. Play calling for Johnson to get the ball. We're going to give him, we'll probably be looking his way. I mean, it's a mismatch if I've ever seen it. The 6'6", 6'8" Johnson just towering over the defender, but Daniel Jones finally manages to overthrow someone there. So, I mean, it's nice to see a change of pace from Daniel Jones. Good block. Singletary up the middle. Nice gain there. And Evan Neal with a pec strain. He can return soon. As much as it pains me, like, we're going to substitute, I would rather just keep our better players healthy at least. I mean, we got to streak Johnson here, right? If that guy's blitzing, he is. We're going to throw it immediately. And we get it to Johnson just in time. That's going to be a touchdown. Theo Johnson hasn't gotten a ton of opportunities. Our offense is much more focused around like the play action shots to Neighbors and Slayton. But he's big and he's athletic, so, you know, we throw the ball his way. It's kind of up to him to make the most out of it, and he does there. So we draw within 3, and we've been proven time and time again that defensively we just cannot keep up with the speed. of the Buccaneers receiving core. And apparently their running back too, as he finds the corner. We just cannot get off the blocks. But holding him to less than 3 yards per carry, so it's not like we've been bad. And he's actually going to go into the tunnel injured, and the game is frozen. Oh, I think we're back. All right, we're back now. Okay. So I think we're going to at least test out on this drive more of a conservative approach. We actually might have, we kind of have a coverage sack there. Unbelievable. Baker Mayfield has all day to throw, but our coverage was good enough. But not that time, though. Chris Godwin has been just dicing us up today. Like to see a little bit more out of Thibodeau. He's not been effective on the edge there. Has not gotten pressure on the QB and has allowed a number of lengthy rush plays to his side. I know he's not listed, or he's playing in a out of his primary position, but and there's Chris Godwin again. I mean, safety rolls over, at least makes an attempt at the interception, but looks like he has a jump rating of about 37. Barely gets off the ground. And that is going to be a touchdown. Bucks go back up by 10. And our pass defense continues to be terrible. Holy cow. Just getting sliced and diced through the air. But let's see if we can answer offensively. I mean, Kenya has been really good today. But, I mean, outside of running the ball literally every play, I don't know how many more opportunities we can give him. They've really been stopping up those outside runs, so let's try and pound it up inside. That's what she said. And blocking's not there. Big hit from the middle linebacker. And now 3rd down and long. Let's get Slayton on a true slant. Maybe he gets open a little bit quicker. He is open. And it's a good ball. Good block, too. Theo Johnson on the block. Enough to screen Slayton for a few extra yards there. Jesus. We had a one-on-one deep shot opportunity. But we get hit as we throw. I mean, they're just giving us the middle here. Singletary spins off of a tackle, but no gain. All right, we'll take that. Offsides from Jamal Dean is going to gift us 5, and now 2nd and 5. Now Malik Neighbors our wide receiver in the backfield. I don't know how I feel about that. But he is electric with the ball in his hands. I just don't know if I want him running up the middle, but it's a gain of 4. We'll take it. And we're just going to keep pounding it. Wow. Wow, what are physics? What the hell is this? So he takes a huge hit and just bounces off and then bounces off the guard forward? I don't... What is physics? Oh, man. That's actually hilarious. Oh, my God. I mean, okay, it's a first down, so we'll take it, but holy hell. What a strange way to get it. Dump it down to Kenye in the flat. Yay! Can I get a flag on that, ref? Dude was mobbed by 3 guys out of bounds. Really methodical drive here. Just really committed to the run. And Kenye cutting it inside and then back out. Showing the ball carrier vision, the speed, the explosiveness. Or was that Singletary? Might have been Singletary, I'm not sure. That's the end of the third quarter. Giants driving with a chance to cut the lead down to 3 or down to a touchdown, one of the two. I'm praying that we don't have to kick a field goal because I'm terrible at it. What are these safeties going to do? What kind of... I mean, that's an awful throw, but it actually ends up working out really well. And that's a touchdown from Malik Neighbors. We don't even get an option to celebrate because he can't believe it. It's like Daniel Jones sucks so bad that that it works. The corner just completely over pursued and because the ball was underthrown. I was going for like a back corner fade, which was the route, but we end up throwing it like 5 yards behind Neighbors, who just, credit to him, he makes the adjustment to the ball, turns around and catches it on the 1 yard line, and then just takes a couple steps into the end zone. It's not pretty, but it works. And now we are tasked with making a defensive stop. How are we going to do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the Buccaneers are going to choose to attack us. We have been relatively effective against the run. Not here, of course, as Thibodeau blasts Irving. Oh, right, because Rondell White's injured. And it looks like they're content to stick to the ground. I mean, running at Dexter Lawrence, probably not the best long-term strategy, but our defensive coordinator has us coming out in a dime look here. And they do go pass. It's a little dump off to the flat. And it's 3rd and 5. We have a chance here. At a stop. We're going to press up. And we're 5 yards off in the throw. You got to stick to the receiver in the zone, man. All right. We still have a shot, only 5 minutes left. If we can maybe hold them to a field goal, it's still a touchdown game. So we're still in it. Maybe we get a fumble. We have yet to get pressure. Ooh, and versus a 3 tight end set, this might be our opportunity. We're going to send a lot of pressure. And we're going to press. They only have 1 deep threat, so we're going to risk it. And it works. Burns comes in from the corner position. Makes the play in the backfield. And it's 3rd and 1. I'm hoping for a run. We are much better opportunity or chance at stopping that. It's going to be a pass. No one can get the pressure on the blitz. And Chris Godwin continues to do what he's done all game. I mean, we have no answer for him. He is just too fast, and we have no speed in the secondary. We really need a sack or interception, something. I mean, it's just too easy. How far are our linebackers dropping here? We're in cover 2. We start at the 10-yard line. I mean, a 10-yard drop, I guess, is not crazy, but because it's Tampa 2, Okereke, he's responsible for deep third, so he just bails and just starts sprinting backwards. Leaves the middle wide open. That's tough. I mean, he's playing that coverage how he's supposed to, but it does leave the middle wide open. Run up the middle for a touchdown. Oh, man. We technically still have a chance. We still have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. But, I mean, once again, we just cannot stop any team from passing against us. Boy, howdy, are we in a tough spot. All right, Slayton on the return. He's had a number of good ones this season. And this one, not bad. You get up to the 36. And now we have to both protect the quarterback and throw the ball deep. 2 things we are not particularly well versed at doing. But we don't quit. I mean, maybe we quit a little bit, but I'm not quite sure what these safeties are doing. I mean, we're looking neighbors all the way. And we're blasted. Vontae David, stellar middle linebacker. And with a backup right tackle, we're not going to have a ton of time to throw. I'm happy to take a little check down if it's there. But we really got to try to stretch the field. We are going to go to Bellinger underneath. Because, I mean, it's over if we can't convert. On, you know, if we have to punt or turn it over on downs. So we can't just sit there and chuck it deep every time. We have neighbors. Get to the sideline. Stops the clock, saves us a touchdown. Under 2 minutes, though. If we're going to have a chance, we're going to have to score very quickly. Let's actually get Johnson on a post here. Needs something to pull this safety off of Neighbors. Johnson has the inside leverage. Pretty good ball, caught! And that's a touchdown! Theo Johnson. Wow. That's actually a great play design. Great vision from Daniel Jones. Strong safety has to trail behind Theo. The free safety, he's either got to take Malik Neighbors on the slot fade or come back to the middle to defend the post. And we kind of gets caught in no man's land. Now we have 1:50. We have 3 timeouts though. We're going to kick it deep. And I'm going to pray that the Buccaneers are going to be okay with running the ball, because our run defense is not great, but a lot better than our pass defense. All right, we're going to come out and blitz. Man blitz. So if they run, it's a run blitz. If they pass, maybe we get pressure. It is a run, and we're all over it. I still don't feel comfortable run committing. And it's another run. Hold them to only a gain of 4. And this is just an absolutely massive 3rd down. I cannot bring myself to run commit. And it is a pass. Quick pass to Godwin, and we make the stop. He runs an awful route and doesn't get past the line to gain. So lack of awareness there by Chris Godwin. And we have some life. I mean, just absolutely no blocking. So no gain there. We start on the 20. We have 1:25 with no timeouts. But at the very least, we have an opportunity. Theo Johnson with another great catch. The safety comes flying in, makes a diving attempt, and whiffs. Johnson with the catch. Gets the 1st down and out of bounds. All right, we're going to go. No, Slayton on the streak. Neighbors on a post. And we might have Neighbors. Daniel Jones misses. He had a step there. Let's get the speedy Nwangu out. That might be. What the fuck? I mean, in real life, that's going to be pass interference, but the game doesn't understand that. We're going to run a similar scheme as last time. We're just going to dump it off underneath. It's Wan'Dale Robinson.
Complete to Wan'Dale Robinson. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And we're going to have to just probably dump this off. Nope. We got him wide open. Wan'Dale Robinson with the catch. Now we only need a field goal to tie. But obviously we're playing for the win here. Kind of a risky play here, going for the short pass, but this has worked effectively. Maybe if we streak Robinson, that'll pull the corner. We do have Kinye, and he gets tackled immediately. That's actually disastrous. We're going to have to just get a play out there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
We actually have Robinson. He goes up for it. All right, now we don't want to blow at least a field goal attempt. So we're going to, oh God. I mean, Slayton could be here. He is open. Oh my God, dude. We just. All right. What did we do wrong? Wow. Should have gone to Singletary. Or maybe not. So I'm looking at this defender right here, because he would be obviously the closest to Singletary there. So he actually does turn, I think, before we're pushing the button. So he's not necessarily reacting to Daniel Jones here. So yeah, Singletary might have been the play, or Bellinger underneath. But also, from when we start throwing it here, again, I think, I just got baited. I think Daniel Jones can make this throw, because he just, if he just zips it, like right here. But oh, that's absolutely heartbreaking. We had a shot. Wow. I mean, heartbreaking loss there. Daniel Jones, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. And Baker Mayfield, 74% completion percentage. He faced no resistance. Rachaad White, I think I kept calling him Rondale. My bad. Rachaad White. Like I said, our run defense was pretty good. We held him to 2.7 yards a carry. Irving under 4 yards. And our run game was solid. Singletary, 4 for 32. And Kinye, 9 for 51. Receiving, Chris Godwin, just beat us like a drum. 66 rack yards on top of it. And then for us, Theo Johnson had that one nice long play, 44 yards, and a big play by Neighbors as well. But Defensively, wait, Ojolari's back, but we did not see him. So we'll have to check that out. But 10 tackles for Okereke, 2 TFLs for Dexter Lawrence. So some bright spots there. I mean, Cordell Flott did have a couple pass deflections, but they were also literally thrown right to him. So another tough L. But Theo Johnson, 3 upgrade points. I'm not sure why you would have 3. I mean, he had a good game, but not 3. I don't know. He must have passed some sort of like season milestone. I don't think we ever really highlighted it, but his dev trait is revealed. He is star dev. So what happened this week? Milestone, 8 receiving touchdowns. So that was 16,000 XP. Holy cow. That's huge. That is huge. So, I mean, he's still pretty raw, but 90 acceleration from a tight end is pretty big. He's got okay catching, pretty good catching traffic. He can't block to save his life, but and then Evan Neal, what did he get that got him three upgrades? 30 team pass TD, so 14,000 XP for that. Holy cow. That's crazy. So even though he's injured, he gets those upgrades. Continue working him towards the scheme fit. +2 to run block, +3 to pass block. That is massive. Lead block and run block both go up. And another addition to pass block and run block, +1 to each. So he's up to 82 run block and 78 pass block. He is actually kind of becoming something. He has good speed and acceleration for a lineman. We can just work on that awareness. He's actually working out to be something. Looks like all of our linemen got huge upgrades here. Joshua Izzuto. I think he was the one filling in for Runyon. Now it's 69 overall. Nice. And he jumps from a 69 to a 71. Okay. So, not particularly fast or agile. I mean, he's an offensive lineman, but still guards can be pretty athletic. But at least we have something. A lot of upgrades after this game, which is, I mean, that's encouraging. Anything we can to get it even just a little better is going to help a lot. And John Michael Schmitz Jr., Jingleheimer Schmidt, now up to a 69 overall. I mean, we're making progress. All right, so we are still stuck at 2-8. And in the standings, we're still behind Arizona. Let's see how we compare with the rest of the NFL after another week. So we're still there, still in the bottom 4. Raiders, Cardinals, Titans, and us all 2 wins or less. Damn. Wants us to view the playoff picture. We're not even close, but Baltimore with the number 1 seed in the AFC. And in the NFC, it's the Eagles. Kind of surprising. Figured it would be the Niners, but they have the number 2. Vikings with their rookie quarterback at the 5 seed's kind of cool to see. And the Jets might sneak in. Okay. All right. So we have a big decision to make. We need to select our prospects for additional game film review by your scouts. So what 3 are we going to choose? I think we're going to look at quarterback, of course, but not Gio Reese. So medium and short throw accuracy is obviously enticing. But he's not an athlete and only solid to good throw power. I think we would just be getting a younger, maybe slightly more accurate Daniel Jones, which is not what I want. Like, I don't want more of the same. So I think we're going to look at David Foster, the scrambler. I mean, good to great throw power and great to elite strength with some mobility is really, really encouraging. So we have A, short accuracy, and B, deep throw accuracy with C, medium. A, throw under pressure, B, throw on the run, A, break sack. Like, he can make some plays. And if we get that great throw power, where it's maybe like a 90-91, that would be a huge upgrade over Daniel Jones. So we will select him. We will also select Pat Hutchinson. And then if we do end up, I mean, we're going to end up in the top 5. And I think BJ Stump or Greg Robinson could honestly be options depending on if there's other people in the first round that are looking to get quarterback. But our pass defense is so bad. And I think a part of that is just a lack of speed. And so I think we would look at possibly actually drafting BJ Stump. If we could finagle some sort of trade, we would have 2 really, really good young, tall, athletic corners that are both man-to-man archetypes and can kind of shut it down. That would be huge. And damn it. So Stump, like deselected the ones I wanted. Foster and Hutchinson. We're going to confirm those choices. Because if we're going to be picking in the top 5, we cannot miss. And it's now telling me how to do it, but I already did it. So thank you for that. Idiots. I mean, Madden's going to Madden, right? See, we could also, I mean, definitely probably not with our first pick, but 4 first round talents. I mean, that's a lot of depth at left tackle. And if either of these guys are kind of smaller guys, like maybe a Warren Pritchett, 319, 6'4" out of TCU, maybe we slide him in at guard. Guard, maybe not so much of depth there. Same with center and probably right guard as well. Yeah. So guard and center are going to be tough to come by, but if we can find, you know, maybe a smaller, more athletic tackle and convert them over to guard, that could be a move. And then we also need a defensive end opposite of Ojulari. And like I said, we have Greg Robinson, the power rusher, and Elijah Clark, both power rusher archetypes. Not a ton of depth at the end position, but we at least have some options to look at. The board from Stump, there's some pretty good depth down here. We might be able to find someone that we could develop, but we need help in so many areas. So it's definitely, I think, going to be an interesting draft, and I think we're going to have to, if we can finagle some trades, we could make a big splash. Okay. So we set our focus players for the draft, which I think is a huge. I cannot wait to see more about those two quarterbacks. Gives me a little twinkle in my eye. And we have some staff points to spend. What is Jeff Saturday when? I mean, obviously he's gonna, as a former center, he's prioritizing line off the bat, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. Continue to improve our offensive line. All right. And we're now actually an 80 overall team, which is kind of impressive. I think it's also, we haven't really had any storylines recently or media interviews. I guess they're tired of us because we suck, but we're closing in on the end of the season. It's week 13, facing off against my wife's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sure we won't have any issues with them. All right, so last week we tried defending the deep pass, and that did not work well. What if we tried defending the short pass? Why not? Can't go any worse. And then defensively, they have Micah Parsons listed as right end. And they want us to run outside. I think I'm actually more keen to do blitz counter. It says they only blitz 31% of the time, which isn't as high as we've seen other teams. But our offensive line needs all the help it can get. So let's go with blitz counter. We'll do our, and let's see, we're not really getting many upgrades with Banks. And actually knowing now that we have, I don't think the chances of us finding someone in the draft in the interior of our line is looking slim based off what we just saw. We could, like I said, draft a smaller tackle. Just trying to think. I mean, we have a center. I mean, we need to. Running's not terrible, but we definitely need a new left guard. And I don't know if we're going to get one in the draft. So let's actually. I mean, he's 25 years old with Star Dev. Let's actually get John Michael Schmitz Jr., Jingleheimer Schmidt, in here. And, start working on him. We get a bonus for training on offensive line. And so let's see if we can commit to making him a better player. hopefully someone that might be, on the offensive line for a few years. Maybe he can step up and prove himself. Oh, man. We're going to try again.
Half 18, half 18.
It's just, this drill is good except for the circle. It doesn't make sense that you can't step near the quarterback. I totally understand if you step, like if you ran into him. But not to be able to step close to him doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Turn and burn, baby. Get it. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, we missed it. I just didn't think we could get there without hitting Daniel. He's gonna get tennis balled again. So we get silver, that's fine. I mean, the way our offensive line has been, like, we gotta do something. We also only have 12 million in cap space. Now we've got a lot of guys to sign that we're not signing. And we may have to take a look at that again. Like, I think like Wandale Robinson was on there, on that list, and he's, oh my God, so stupid, dude. Like in a game, are you going to be like, sorry, I would love to go block that defensive tackle that's coming after my quarterback, but I might step too close to Daniel Jones. What are we doing? And I can definitely feel the athleticism from Evan Neal as opposed to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Oh, I chose the wrong one. But that's gold for Evan Neal. Okay. Man, I don't think I breathed through those. And then, of course, working on the young Kayvon Thibodeau. Oh, I do need actually, hold on. Oh, it's too late. I need to get Ojulari back in there now that he's off the injured list. Or is he still injured? I saw him with like some defensive stats last game. So that would, of course, lead me to believe that he was on the field playing. So that'll be gold for Kayvon Thibodeau. Okay. And then our weekly goals, 2 passing TDs. We'll try to allow less than 30 points. And let's try and get 15 first downs. We've been better at running the ball. So that could certainly lead to more first downs. Looking. So what is our offensive line up to now? So we get drill XP. So 200 XP plus. What's the bonus XP? Interesting. Okay. All right. We got some player upgrades, and then I want to look to just make sure that Ojulari is going to be starting. Oh, we finally get an upgrade for our star left tackle. He's 25, still pretty young. What do you need help with, my friend? Actually, run block would be nice. Let's go power here. Maybe that'll get us some run block. +2 to pass block, +1 run block power. Okay. That's something at least. Pretty good upgrades there. And Andrew Phillips has hidden dev, and he only has played 2 snaps all year. What? I mean, okay. He doesn't look very good, so. Wow. So Darius Muasa, 70 zones, 71 man, only 82 speed. Huh. He actually could. I don't know what we could have here, but we could have something. If he was faster, he could probably play safety, but +2 to man and +2 to zone. I mean, he's just as good in coverage as he's better in coverage than our safeties. He's just super slow. Okay. That's where we need to get our starting linebackers in, or up to. So left end, yeah, so. Yeah, Ojulari's not injured. But he must have gotten pushed down the depth chart when he was injured. So he's our left end. Do. Why did these depth charts get updated, like changed? I did not change these, I swear. Okay. All right, so now we'll finally have Ojulari back in the games. All right, let's see what we can do here. An old NFL rivalry, probably not so much anymore since the Giants, kind of fell off. But there's old Dak. Here we go. Dallas having a tough year, only 6-5. So talent-wise, they're much better than us, but maybe they have some weakness that we can exploit. Pretty good return from Darnay Holmes, gets it up to the 35. All right. Nice penalty to set us back a few yards to start. That's fine. Right? We want a challenge. Actually, just kidding. We don't. I would prefer just a nice, easy win. Just one. One easy run would be fantastic. Not a bad counter play, just couldn't do much with it. But I like coming out and establishing the run early. Not a bad throw to Slayton, but we kind of had to dump it off underneath. And that is a quick 3-and-out for our offense. Oh, hey, he hit his foot. Can we get a penalty on that? He literally dove into the punter's foot. All right, and the classic combo, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, here we go. I am really worried about our corners versus CD. RPO there. Back-to-back completions to... I'm not sure who that is. Starting off with all passes, and we're going to see our first run here. Zeke doesn't get much. I think 3rd and 1, we're going to blitz. It's my favorite way to get beat. Quick pass out to the flat. I mean, not bad coverage, I guess. We're there immediately. They only had to get, 1 yard. And there's Ojolari making the tackle downfield. I would like to see Zeke's totals for the year. I'm really curious how he's doing in simulation here in Madden. I don't expect much from him in real life. And Ojolari chasing Dak, forces him out of the pocket, but he does end up gaining a few yards. Surprised that Ojolari can't track him down there. He has 80-something speed, 88 speed, I think, coming off the edge there. And there we are again, this time with the sack. Brian Burns, right outside linebacker, coming in hot and sacking Dak Prescott. Huge loss there, too. And we're actually, like, we're winning at the line for the most part. You know, Dak had that scramble, and he is able to get the ball away in enough time, but we've been winning our one-on-ones on the line. And that might have been maybe designed rollout, I'm not sure. But, I mean, it feels like they're not driving as quickly as, you know, other games that we've had where we just get punished through the air. We've forced multiple third and longs, so, you know, I'm relatively hopeful, I think, for this game. We'll pass commit here. Dak rolling out to his right, and he's going to take off. We're there. And we hold him to no gain. And both teams now, we're through the first quarter, and it is a tie ball game, 0-0. Both offenses not really doing much. Dallas had a good drive going, but pretty conservative play calling there, I think. Dak holding onto the ball quite a bit. We did run mostly man, but we did not blitz very much. So, I don't know. We could have also, you know, had the appropriate guess, right? I think defensively our focus was defending the short pass. If that's what their game plan is, we might be doing better at stopping that. And we are really trying our hardest to run the ball here. But not getting anything going consistently. We get it out to Bellinger there. Picks up a couple. And we're actually going to come out in the same set. I think we can get the first down here. It's risky, but what do we have to lose, right? I mean, I'm just going to count. 1, 2, not even 3 seconds to throw there. It's frustrating that we can't get 2 yards. But, I mean, we need to have something to play for. We have to have something to play for. And if we can come out and beat what should be a better team, as Banks in great coverage there, I'm okay with taking some chances. They're technically just on the edge of field goal range. If we stop them here, which we do, it's going to force a very long field goal. Brett Maher, though. No, not Maher. Yeah. Maher was the guy who choked everything, right? I mean, we hold him to a field goal, so it's still just a one-score game. I mean, we have tried our darndest to run the ball. It hasn't been effective. So let's see if we can get the quick pass game going here. Got a quick slant to Slayton. I mean, we know that we're not going to have a ton of time to throw. So these short passes over the middle are probably going to be our best bet to move the ball. Definitely don't want to abandon the run game, even though, it hasn't been effective. But Kinye bouncing off of his own lineman. I feel like those animations, I don't know if they're animations, but I feel like they could be a little smoother. Like, it feels like offensive players like literally bounce off of each other. And that is a huge hit and a fumble by Kinye. I mean, he was blasted into next week. So, his first fumble of the season, I think, actually. That's a tough way for the drive to end. We had some positive plays in there. Let's see if our defense can continue to play well. There's Brandon Cooks on the reception. Kind of shocked. We haven't seen CeeDee Lamb at all. Is he injured? Cooks, yeah, CeeDee Lamb is injured. So that could explain why Dallas has been struggling so far in the season and why, we've been playing better than normal. And there's the 2-minute warning. Dallas driving. And no matter what, unless we get a turnover, it's going to be a 2-possession game. Ojulari with the sack. There's the young stud. He has been in and off the field, or on and off the field, for a variety of reasons throughout the season. Some injuries, some Madden glitches. But every time he is on the field, we feel his impact. And he gets a big sack there on Dak. So big gain, but because of the sack, it is still 3rd down, so we have a chance for the stop and to force another field goal attempt. But it is not to be. Touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so they elect to go for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion that would make it a 2-touchdown game. I'm hoping that plays a role in the future, because if so, that means that we have 2 touchdowns. And oh my God, Darnay Holmes breaking away. Huge return to the 30. Oh man, if that was Slayton, that's a touchdown 100%. Darnay Holmes, not quite the breakaway speed, but I'm not complaining. Giants with a chance. And minute 27, we have 3 timeouts. We can run the ball. Make Dallas respect the run. And Johnson uncovered. We're going to streak him. He's wide open. Theo Johnson to the 1-yard line. Oh, man, that feels so good. Read the blitz, made the adjustment at the line. We're going to see if we can pound this one in. We cannot. I love this play, but we're going to run it to the opposite side. And Kenye has a receiving touchdown. That play is just so good, especially with a running back with his speed. If you have, a safety or a linebacker trailing behind as he motions across, like, he's cooked. We also don't use any timeouts on that drive. And we leave Dallas with only 26 seconds, so I'm not sure how aggressive they'll play here. And they are actually going to come out in empty, but they're not going to call a timeout. So 8 seconds. I guess they're just going to go for the Hail Mary. No. Excellent play calling and time management by Mike McCarthy as usual. Like an idiot. But we're still in this. We are still in this. It's only a touchdown game. Our defense has played so much better than previous games. I can't remember what we chose, but I think we'll stick with run inside. And then defending the short pass has been the closest thing to successful that we have had maybe all season. We give up 30 points a game, and I guess we're on pace to do actually closer to like 35 points a game. And we are on pace to give up 26, but that's actually kind of a win for our defense. And that is a prime example of why we might go, even if we have a top 5 pick, we might not even go quarterback. We might actually go corner. Because there's a very good one at the top of the draft, and we just need so much help in the secondary. Going to be a pitch. Oh, Ojolari can't get there, but Burns is there, and Zeke breaks another tackle. It's going to be a quick pass to Zeke in the flat. We're going to press. Shade inside, try and defend against the quick slants. It's a run. We're there. I mean, it goes without saying, but a goal line stand would be absolutely huge here. Run up the middle. Zeke powers through. No, he doesn't. No, he does. They're going for the 2-point conversion. So Dexter Lauren kind of gets washed up there, I guess. All right. Well, we prevent the 2-point conversion. There's some good defense there. So, I take every little win that we can get at this point. And it's a 2-score game, but I know we can score quickly. If we absolutely have to. And we have a gaping hole in the middle. Kenye with a big gain there. Wow. Absolutely blasted there. I mean, there is so much space up the middle. If we can just block this effectively. I mean, no one chipped up to the backer. No one got to the second level, but still don't mind the play call. It was there, just shocking. We needed better blocking. It's going to be 3rd down. Could have a shot at Malik Neighbors here. And we do. We're going to go for it. Oh, he's got him beat. That is a huge play. Who was that? Who's Lewis? You suck. He got absolutely cooked by Neighbors on that one. And like I said, we have the ability to score quickly and stretch the field. Run inside, and Kenye has a second touchdown, this one on the ground. All right, we still have a chance here. It's only a 5-point ball game. We need our defense to step up in the biggest way. I mean, we've needed that all season, but I think this would prove to be a really good win for us against a good team. And we can't even keep up with a tight end. Dak just going over 200 yards now, which is, again, kind of a win. We average over 300 yards through the air against our defense. I mean, our defensive focus was defending the short pass, and we cannot do it. Like, they are just stinking and doinking all over us. It doesn't make any sense. They're coming out in a heavy set. So we're going to press and blitz. Someone get to Zeke. No one's there. Not the worst coverage. Dalton Schultz hit as he catches it, but maintains control through the contact. And even against the backup wide receivers, without CeeDee Lamb, the passing game has been good. Again, another quick pass to a tight end. going to be a run. Someone get there. We make a play. 3rd and 3. You already know the drill. Blitz press. Someone get to Dak. We can't. And I have to look at the replay because from like a game perspective, there's nothing else I can do. We have man coverage. We're pressed. This is our best corner shaded inside against a second, like a backup receiver. And he just gets immediate inside leverage. I guess maybe, his press rating may not be very high, but there's nothing more we can do to put our players in a better position to defend that. They just have to be better. But that is the painful joy that is a Madden rebuild, is because in 2-3 seasons we'll certainly be a much more competitive team. Hopefully. Slayton over the middle. Deron Bland in coverage. Locking down our second best receiver. Feels good. And go to Bellinger underneath. Oh no, that was Theo Johnson. My bad. Oh man. So Cowboys are a top 10 team in takeaways, but we have yet to turn over the football, which is, it's good, but it's kind of shocking. And we're just going to chop up this play. We got Neighbors. Beautiful ball. And he doesn't catch it in bounds. Oh my God. That was actually a beautiful throw. Can I challenge this? Neighbors on the sideline. Catch made here. So if that's the catch, that's 1 foot. And yeah, his second foot is like halfway out of bounds. That is really tough. Third down and 9. Oh my God, we had the tight end open, but we're hit as we throw. And with only 5 minutes left in this game, we have to go for it. My God, there's so many problems with this, but the first one, Daniel Jones throws it right into. First of all, no one gets open deep. I guess maybe we just give this a shot. But when I'm watching here, I just see this linebacker lurking, and so I think to myself, we have one of our fastest receivers coming over the middle. We only need 9 yards. We have enough space to get the first down. So we make the throw, maybe a little bit too late, but we make the throw, and Daniel Jones hits our guard in the head. That is just the quintessential play of our season. We need a big play, and we throw it into the head of the offensive guard. But pressure on Dak. Goes down. Is that Burns again? Good coverage there. And Dallas coming out empty. You would think that they would just come out up 2 scores and just run the ball. We're all over that one, though. In 3rd and 14, we're going to try zone. We're going to pass commit. Ojulari, get off the edge. Just a hole shot. Oh, my God. Just no one even close. Pretty big hit. And he makes the catch through the contact. It is incredibly challenging with this defense. Now they're going to go to the ground game. And this is where we at least perform better. They're coming out empty. Okay. We'll pass commit. Dak giving some sort of audible, pointing to his helmet. Break on that, please. I mean, good tackle. Prevents a first down. We're going to send the house. Like, I don't know why Dallas is still passing when they're up 12. But we're going to do what we can. I mean, they only needed a few inches and they got it. We'll start using our timeouts after this play. Great play there by Ojulari. Sheds instantly. Limits the gain there. Dexter Lawrence. Wow. Instant shed and tackle in the backfield. They are going to pass, shockingly. Oh my God, we made a play. So the clock stops. Let's do the math here. They're up by 15. So we're down 15 points. We got a minute and 1 timeout. We can score. And at least try for the 2-point conversion. Onside kick, score, 2-point conversion. Easy. My God, we have a linebacker on our 94 speed running back. Oh, we're sacked. That's all I was looking at. And the safety ended up over the top. Good throw to Theo Johnson there. Picks up 1. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm not going hurry up because when you do that, like 20 seconds runs off the clock as opposed to not going hurry up and then no time runs off. We'll get a nice scramble from Daniel Jones. Gets the first down, keeps the drive and our hopes alive, and stops the clock, more importantly. Trying to make a bajillion adjustments quickly. Oh my God, dude. We have Slayton, and Daniel Jones gets hit as he's throwing. We're just going to throw up to Slayton, hope for the best. It's underthrown by 10 yards, and it's a pick. I mean, we were in this game for a long time. Dallas pulls away in the fourth quarter. But we are skyrocketing our way to a top 5 pick. Dak Prescott, one of many, many quarterbacks with an incredibly high completion percentage and over 300 yards passing. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing, I don't know. We actually have one of our least effective days on the ground. Like receiving, I really don't know. I mean, we only had, let's see, 10, 12, so 13 attempts on the ground and 15. Give up 2 sacks by our line. And defensively, I mean, we have TFLs, we have sacks, we just cannot stop. We have no coverage skills on the team. And I mean, that could just be like all Madden kind of thing, but talent-wise, we really don't have much. Our linebackers don't cover particularly well. And our best defensive back is an 80 overall rookie corner. So that's not going to get you very far in the NFL. So, but, you know, we do at least have somewhat of a pass rush, so that is helpful. Let's see, I think that was probably 3 or 4 games we played today, and we have 4 more to finish the season. So, and we're at 3.5 hours, so I think this is a good place to call it. Tough episode, just heartbreaking loss after heartbreaking loss. But it looks like we'll actually have a breakout challenge, our first one of the year. So I'm not sure who that will be. Maybe Ojulari, because when he's on the field, he's been good. But we will find out next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to this one. If you're watching live, I do appreciate your time and your attention. If you're new, please consider a subscription. It would mean a lot to me. I just hope you enjoy the content. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.